Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Now today is going to be super exciting because we're here at the CycleShow up in London, Alexandra Palace, and we're about to get on stage with Rob Warner and Olly Wilkins, Unscripted. Let's go see what it's all about. Oi, oi.
It's literally setting us up for failure. What could possibly go wrong? I'm glad for a day. I'm there for a day.
Please put your hands together to welcome onto the stage Rob Warner, Olly Wilkins, and Ben Deacon.
There you go, like that, like that.
Have you ever come onto a stage with young boys?
That was great, that was lovely. Great intro. Deeks was filmed. If you asked that, didn't you?
That was requested.
Deeks requested.
I thought Olly was coming in individually, that's why I requested that one.
So guys, what's your name? Where'd you come from?
Ben Deacon, ex-military. I lost a limb in the Afghan war, and you know, here I am.
Alright, yeah, I'm Rob Warner, I'm on the Wales United football side. Right, enough of this. Right, go on, Olly, be serious. Let's hold on.
I'm Olly and I'm from Surrey. Hey, can we get a round of applause first of all for Anna, who's been doing this for 3 days straight? Is that right?
Have you got any questions you'd like to ask me?
Well, how is Barcelona? Are you still in Barcelona?
No.
Spain?
Yes, I'm in Spain.
Close.
I think Barcelona is a fantastic city. I'd love to visit. It'd be really nice to go there. You guys have been doing some travelling fairly recently over the winter. I saw a video where you went for a really long ride.
Oh, we did, yeah. Just to leave Deeks completely out. Let's talk about a GR5 adventure. Sorry, we'll get to
That's fine, mate, it's fine.
Yeah, we tried to ride the GR5, the Grand Route 5. It's the one that runs actually from the Hook of Holland down the south coast of France in Nice. And we tried and failed to do the Maritime Alps bit, which is the bit from like Lake Geneva. I mean, it's amazing. Lake Geneva to the south coast of France, the Nice thing.
500k, isn't it?
500k, we made a film out of about 12 kilometres of it, so I think we did quite well, really. No, it wasn't easy.
You didn't get the best weather, did you?
Oh my god, like yeah, we nearly froze to death every day for the first 4 days. But then we moved south and it got good. But I mean, it was brilliant, but really disappointing, I found anyway. Like we were just riding in a white route, you couldn't see any of the mountains, any of the peaks for the first half of it, and it was all about the scenery and where we were. But we did nearly die of exposure on the top of the Alps, so that was a bonus.
We did, it was close as well. We were right near Mont Blanc at 3,000 metres.
Yeah, that's right. We could see Deeks actually on the top of the Mont Blanc doing his winter training. He goes to a wave.
Well, like I said, we don't want you to feel left out, mate.
That's fine.
You did a race at Rogate.
I did a race at Rogate, that was amazing. But I guess sticking with the theme of adventure, me and Olly went to leave Rob out now. Me and Olly ended up riding down a volcano the other week.
You got arrested, right?
We did. Yeah,
Go on, tell us about that.
Go on, Olly, you're good at stories.
I feel like this is premature. I feel like the court case hasn't actually gone through yet.
Have you got to go back for a court case? Like Pete did in Spain all those years ago to destroy a flower pot in vegan.
Apparently the lawyers sorted it all out, but anyway. So yeah, we rode down a volcano. If you're going to ride down any volcano in Sicily, make sure you get permission first. We found out the hard way.
Did you actually get arrested? Bloody police cars, blue light to the police
Blue
cars.
lights, yeah.
No way.
Yeah, the dogs.
Is it not?
Yeah, they stopped us getting on the boat. They did.
No way. Yeah. Good lads. That's awesome.
I was just going to say, you can tell that you're used to doing the interviewing, aren't you?
No, it's actually just, that bit just I was kicking and getting to the bottom.
Let's give the audience a bit of a background about your careers, where you're at now and how you
I'm redundant. I've been made redundant. So let's stay away from
my
career's good. I'm washed up.
I think that wasn't a dry eye. I actually cried when you were last.
Did you? I did the time in front of everyone. Yeah, I did. No.
It was an emotional moment.
It was for me. Yeah, it was for me.
I think for all mountain biking downhill fans who've been following the sport for a long time, it was an era.
Yeah.
Outgrow the popularity of the sport and gave it a voice, like a distinctive, recognisable voice.
Oh, well, thanks. Yeah, no, it was good fun. It was a good, it was a good 30 years. It's the start of the World Cup, and the last 12 were incredible. amazing to do that commentary. Much better than ever racing. I much prefer that than ever riding a bike in the World Cup. Yeah, way less stress. Didn't have to worry too much to talk a little bit. You know?
Who wants to ride a bike?
Yeah, it's easy. Well, a lot of pressure comes with riding a bike and not doing well. Like guys.
Is it honestly less stress?
It was more. I would say I was better at commentating than I ever was riding a bike. So lining up every week, knowing you're going to do shit, it's quite stressful. So to go in and people say nice things about your commentary, that was a much more encouraging kind of, environment to perform, as we say. Yeah, I was terrible.
I suppose your job really relied on good results though, Rob, to be fair. Like me and Ollie just shout oi oi into the camera and all that.
Well, that's exactly what I was saying. So you asked that question, Ollie, but the three of you sat on that couch have evolved your love of cycling into a career that's not about getting results. It's about showing something on camera, personality, showing a love of the sport in a different way, right?
Yeah, you are quite right actually, yeah. We sort of have all ended up doing the same thing and almost on the same trips, being arrested.
Cool, isn't it? Yeah. I've been arrested for a long time on a trip though. I haven't done me that. I gave all that up 20 years ago. I've been very well behaved for the last 20 years or more.
So what is it about mountain biking that keeps you so hooked on the sport still, even though it's not about...
They put engines on them. They were dead in the water. Mountain biking was finished, it was over. Second time riding a 6-inch gravel bike uphill, I mean they suck. And then some genius strapped a motor on them and it's all good, we're back. I love the e-biking, yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. It's actually made mountain biking good again. Like you can get to the top and ride back down. The first 20 years, 30 years, when do they start? The worst thing ever. But now mountain biking got good. No punctures, chain stays on, but you got hope. It's amazing.
We actually ride together now, eh?
Yeah, we can ride together. I don't even get that much more out of breath than you.
No, you don't.
It's like
You don't at all.
boost. So we're all good, yeah.
So you're not on an e-bike, Ollie? You're not on an e-bike yourself? Or you are?
Yeah.
All of you?
The three of us are e-bike lovers.
Well, what a lot of people don't know, sorry about this, but obviously it made the biggest difference out of the three of us to Ben. Because you probably don't know this, but he's got a prosthetic limb. He doesn't talk about it a lot. It's the left or the right? Left one. So obviously you can't put the power down. E-biking's just changed everything.
Changed my life, mate.
Yeah. So that's it's a real positive. Yeah. And it's obviously doing a lot for a lot of people.
Just don't know where to go. I knew that we wouldn't know where we were going, but I didn't expect to get so lost so quickly, just going down such a dark route. So what is next for you, Rob?
Me?
You say you're redundant, but there's so much going on still, really.
Hey?
It seems like there's so much going on still, really.
I'm busy again. Yeah, I've had a few weeks off now after I went to Cairns for the first, New Zealand for the first Crankworks. I'm going to Cairns in a couple of weeks' time or something, so I'm about to get busy again. Yeah, doing Crankworks. It's fun actually. It's completely. So World Cup was a pretty heavy weekend of work with all the commentaries and all the prep, and now I'm just doing down. So in New Zealand I literally rode my bike for about 5 days. And yeah, it's different. I'd probably rather be grafting and doing a bigger job. It is what it is now.
But it is hard work, isn't it? Like commentary, it seems like you're just having so much fun, you're getting so into it, but there's a level of professionalism where you can't necessarily get away with saying all the things that you can say on this
It's not like
stage.
it stays with you, Adam, I can tell you that. No, but it's easy really. As long as you're prepared and everything's in place, you're confident really. If you've done the work, then it's easy. And then you can go on there and enjoy yourself. And that's how I used to do it really, Didn't enjoy myself quite as much as I'd like to in later years, but I don't know, I probably did more really. I liked in the end, I ended up enjoying doing it professionally more than like freecast days. Yeah, it was a good challenge,
And Ollie and Ben, what about you? What's this year holding? Is it most of your own projects for your YouTube and Instagram podcasts, I think, or have you got some other projects externally as well?
Well, me and Ollie are quite lucky and fortunate that we're teamies for the Focus bike, so there's plenty of trips abroad with Focus this year. I think
2 mentions.
Yeah, there's alright. 500 quid a mention, isn't it? So that's sort of it really. Number of trips planned and sit down and work them all out.
I'm travelling with my e-bike next week on a plane. I'm going to Riva to a bike festival.
You
Can't take your e-bike for a day.
Oh, it's amazing.
No, but you can't take any bike.
Yeah, I took one to New Zealand and back to the tune of 2,400 quid excess baggage. That was without a battery. Yeah, watch
Take the
out.
battery out, yeah.
You have to get a battery.
Isn't that defeat the point of it being an e-bike?
I know you get one when you get
No one will know, you can't see.
Yep, that's true. That is that, yeah.
Wow.
No, there'll be a battery waiting for me, I really, really hope.
Yeah, otherwise it's just a heavy bike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And so Ben, what have you got that you're working on yourself on your YouTube? Did you actually schedule what you're planning?
A little, so I guess 2 weeks time, 3 weeks time, IXS Dirt Masters in Germany, that's coming up, and then...
You riding?
Yeah.
Wait.
I'm riding out there, mate.
Dirt jumps now.
Yeah, you know.
No, he's racing. He's racing, he takes it very seriously as well.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah?
The hobby horse.
That's what races you've done recently, dude. You're still knocking out the second-hand gear off the body.
Yeah, you know.
Transit.
I mean, you've got to be in it to win it, mate. Win a regional race and sell those shit. Brilliant. Talk to you about selling.
It is
Pointless stand in the corner. Anyway, there we go.
Appreciate it, obviously.
Chasing any glory with highlights from your previous mountain biking
Well, to be fair, I do love a good trophy, and there's a number of them. And Olly ended up giving me a trophy once for my first ever 360, and that's still staying high on the awards.
You wouldn't believe Diggs' trophy cabinet. It's a whole room. It's unbelievable. It's air conditioned.
What to stop corrosion?
Yeah, it's got dehumidifier in it.
No way.
Security guard,
It's
that's
3 walls of a room. It's incredible.
Is it really?
Yeah, I mean, half the trophies in there are from the Swanage Wheelbarrow race in 1995, but yeah, it's all good.
your 25-metre swim bag.
Yeah, all of that. I just love a bit of metal work. You know.
You're still a scout?
No, not anymore.
Is that what motivates you? Is that what makes you
To be a
still
scout?
going?
I don't think I actually ever made it scouts. I think I might have been cubs. Oh, do this yeah.
Nearly there, everyone.
Questions from the audience, because we've got loads of people here. This is an amazing opportunity to speak to these guys in real life rather than just behind the screen, or even just from hearing their voice from a little box in the dark room.
That's true, yeah. You got any questions? Oh, yeah, go on, mate. Rumour has it I live in a shed at the back of my dad's garden. Is that what you said? It's true.
Is that a question?
True. Yeah. I'm getting electric next week. Phone line's going in a couple of weeks after that. Should have internet, hopefully by the end of July.
Next up. I think people are all feeling quite intimidated.
I know one. Someone asked me about the Cerro Abajo series next year, which you commentated on this year, the Urban Downhill series. There was talk of it getting bigger next year.
Yeah.
You can tell us about that.
Yeah, I don't know exactly about it, but yeah, it will be expanded, and hopefully I will get to go on site next year and soak up some of that South American lunacy. They're level, aren't they?
Yeah, it's incredible. And I think I'll speak for everyone. It was really fun seeing you commentate Call a Race again.
Well, it was nice to do it. Yeah,
Like the World Cup.
Yeah, almost, yeah. The nice thing is I can regress a little bit now and not be quite as serious and pro, so that's coming back a bit. But yeah.
Well, I mean, you get the crowds at those races as well. You get the streets.
Well, Olly went.
Lined with people. Yeah. And how are the courses evolving as time goes on?
Oh, they're unreal. It's so fun being part of those events. And like, yeah, the crowd's massive actually there. The one that just happened was the first time it's been live streamed, Rebel TV, is that correct?
Yeah, we've done Valparaiso, Red Bull Valparaiso and Red Bull, there was another monster app before. But I mean, mountain biking in South, I don't know about cycling, but mountain biking in South America is like blowing up. Like, I mean, it really is though, it's absolutely insane. So, we're going to get some good riders from South America in downhill, I think, like Juan Favelas and that. You know, the Sanchez, they're kids really. They're almost like off the streets, aren't they, in South America, like really up, you know what I mean? And they live for it. It's like a World Cup for them. They literally risk their lives to win. Velas doesn't. I mean, he beats some of the best in the world that go down there. So, to me, it is interesting and it's real, you know? It's like It's proper. It's just in an urban environment. It's mental. If you watch one, if you fall off, you're going to die. Like they risk everything. So it's authentic. I enjoy it.
Do you think it can become a much more professionalised sport, like an up-and-coming thing?
I don't know how much more.
It's better for spectators, I guess, when you think of it like that, rather than struggling up to Fort William in the middle of midgy season or whatever. At the end of the day, you're bringing the bike into the towns rather than people to the woods and things. It's certainly something when you think of Red Bull as a soapbox sort of vibe. It's a similar thing that probably will blow up over the coming years for sure.
Do you think we'll see more in Europe? Getting bigger in Europe?
I mean, it started at Lisbon, didn't it? I swear Lisbon was
It
the
did,
first.
yeah. I think there might be too many rules and regulations in Europe, to be quite honest, because it's loose. Like, at least two of the 3 races went through people's houses. Like the last one you were at in Mexico, the dude sat there having his dinner watching his telly. I mean, it was really set up. It was funny, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was unreal. Yeah, he's called Gary.
Is that right? It's Gary's house, wasn't it?
It was Gary's house. Yeah.
Why?
His dad like Gary Lineker. How cool was that in Mexico? Yeah.
So he named his kid Gary in Gary's house.
But they're training for the races now, so they're training specifically for urban downhill, which is, I think, the first time it's happened. It's always been like a kind of a what's the word? Like a bit of a niche, a bit of a.
That's kind of like how downhill, like normal downhill started.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's the same but different. It's wild.
Are they getting bigger prize pots at these? Like, can people win decent money at them? Because I think that's when things start to
I'll tell you what.
You've got something to race for and take home.
The thing is with the South American kids, so the kid that won the series, they don't care about the money, they care about winning a race. And one of the fellas won the series pretty much before he started the last race. He punched on the first turn. The interview after the race, they were trying to congratulate him like you're the series winner. They had to abandon the interview because he was in tears, crying so hard that his tyre had blown off his rim. He didn't give a shit about winning the series. He was there to win that race. And they went back to him about 10 minutes later. He kind of got himself together. I remember he just sort of shaking his head and like walked off. Just so like series meant nothing. They're their win races, and they will. That's the difference I think with the South Americans. They're like. They're lunatics.
Yeah. I mean, where Wanfa's from, he doesn't have an opportunity to be on Red Bull TV racing. He doesn't have an opportunity to race World Cups. This is like a big platform. So a lot of them take it mega seriously, which is cool. It's a sport on it in its own right almost.
Yeah, a lot of them got injured before the first race practicing. You know, like it was. You could see them from last October starting to get ready for the race in February, like. Riding up the stairs at 50 miles an hour, you know.
They were willing to risk more, like they had go beyond their own limits.
Well, to them South American models, what Ollie said, they don't come up to Europe and race, they can't come up to Europe and race, they haven't got the funds. So this is their world championship. And then the top riders like Slavic goes down there, Thomas Slavic, 3 times UCI world champion, you know, and they can whoop it. And they're like, all of a sudden they're on the map, like we are talking about them, so they are on the map, you know. And hopefully they'll get some funding and we'll see more of them in Europe. But yeah. Because the way they ride concrete, so they ride dirt like that, they get far away. Like they're mental.
It really is shocking to see first practice session, and you've got like you've got Jackson Goldstone, you've got like Brendan Fairclough was there. They're World Cup races. They're just working their way down the course. Mellow, you know, checking it out, ticking off the features. And then you've got the Colombians, and they are going out of the gate, race run, first run. It's unbelievable to watch, really impressive.
Yeah, amazing. All right, back to the audience then. I'm sure there will be, this happens every time, no one wants to put their hand up. And then we get to like someone starts, and then everyone, or what will happen is we'll finish the interview, you guys will be stood at the corner, and then everyone will come over with a question. So please do ask your questions.
How many bikes do you have?
Good question.
Brilliant question.
We'll start with Deeds.
After I got robbed the other week, not many. No.
Did you get robbed?
No. There's a few dotted around in various locations.
In your trophy room?
In the trophy room. There is actually one that got nicked that I got back, is now on the wall on display.
How did you get it back?
We won't be talking, like we won't be going into the dells, but I managed to get it back with some old marine mates.
But can we go to the, can we talk about it? Because it's good that everyone's scared of steam bikes.
I'll tell you what, the best thing is, if you want to hear the full scenario, come over to the Oi stand and I'm sure.
Oh, seamless! Come over to the oil stand, pay 20 quid, 45 quid for an oil t-shirt, he might spill the booze. Just saying. Whereas at Deach, you might as well give them a detailed instruction about how to find you. I've got a lot of bikes, mate, sorry. I can't remember how many, but yeah, a lot.
Hey, let's go with your top 3 bikes in your garage. So that if you had to make a 3-bike garage, what would it be? I've completely changed the question, I apologise, but...
Honda CRF 125, Honda RR 300, Giant, Rainy, mountain bike. That's it.
So e-bikes in there, there's no normally aspirated bicycles.
No, I wish I didn't own it, to be quite honest.
Right, okay. My podium would be a 150 trail bike, normally aspirated. Yeah.
50?
Yeah, 150.
Normally aspirated?
Yeah, non-E.
What's wrong with you?
Then I'd go for a 150 EMTB, and then I'd go for a jump bike, so I'm just holding on to my youth.
I like that, Ollie. So mine's exactly the same as yours, apart from the dirt jump bike swapping for a downhill bike to maintain my youth as well.
There you go. Yeah.
Great question. Any more? And here we go. It's at the back. Hands are going up all over the place now.
I heard, Rob, you recently got a downhill bike. Do you prefer that to trail bike?
It's a good question, right? So I've had this, because I'm back with Giant. I got a Giant Glory the other day. I'm still waiting for a chain device now. But I got the 3 up on Friday, a bloke drove it down from Hope. It will be built, and I'm coming to Dudley to ride it for 2 days. Yeah, I am. Are you about? You're going to come? Yeah, we'll go out for a couple of laps. But yeah, so I haven't had a downhill bike. I am actually excited and nervous to get on it. But it should be good, right? Yeah. I'm a bit worried about how light it is compared to the e-bike. Feels weird, but yeah. No, I'm excited to get back on a downhill bike. It'll be good.
What's all of your career highlights?
Where did that come from?
Yeah, that's very strange. Is that the one you
Sound like some bloke like that.
Beach stars.
Oh, 3 times wanted to wheelbarrow race champ. What can I say? You and your mate, you go to a pub, you down a pint, swap over, next pub. I think it's like 15 pubs. And yeah, by the end of that, you're pretty done. But 3 times champ, take it.
Congratulations.
I never really thought I'd have any form of a career. I still don't really consider it a career, so it's hard to pick a highlight. This could be. This is good.
Right, go on then, if you haven't heard it, Rob, what's yours?
I don't know really. No, I don't know. I really don't know. I would say that I would hold commentating on World Cup racing much more than actually racing World Cup racing. It was much more successful for me, so maybe that.
Would you say that you're someone that's always looking to the future as well, rather than looking back over those anecdotes?
Yeah, maybe, yeah. I definitely look at the next good commentary job, let's put it that way.
Next question, please. We have got...
Alright, he's back on it.
I got another question.
38 World Cup wins.
39.
39! Oh my god! Is it 39?
Yeah.
Sorry, Rose.
I've got you.
Woo! See, I've been away from the commentary match for a few months. Sorry.
I got actually 2 questions. Would you record me a ringtone? Because I really want you just sort of like shouting some commentary. Makes me. So Ollie says I should have it as my ringtone. And then, do you think like Crankworks should bring around to the UK? Where do you think would be good to have it?
Yeah. I mean,
the ringtone.
What did you want in the ring? We can do that in a minute. That's fine. And as to me, I thought about this a bit after Crankworks the other day, because obviously it's like a massive festival. I've only been to one, it was Zealand the other day, but obviously it goes on. Well, yeah. I've never really been before. It's the first one I've ever worked at, was NZ. I popped into Innsbruck a couple of years ago, and that was the first time I saw it. It's a big festival thing. And I don't know whether we can get them to splinter away and have a Crankworks downhill series, which would then give some freedom perhaps to throw in more rounds. And yeah, we were all looking, well, I'm looking for another downhill series, you know, apart from the obvious one. So I'm going to be pushing for that a little bit.
Just say double.
Oh. We come around maybe Dovey. Thanks, Ollie. I forgot that.
Okay, final question before we wrap this up.
Are we going to have a brilliant rampage this year?
Are we going to be at Rampage? Is that
We hope so.
fingers
It's
crossed?
the only time Brendan takes his credit card with him, so we've got to make the most of that.
Big fingers crossed. Always enjoy Rampage. Love any of those events where you sort of build up to the finale as a team. Well exciting. Same as the street race builds. Really enjoy them.
Yeah, just out for my own interest, how do you get a spot at Rampage then? Because Brendan didn't go to the last one. Does that mean that he's now sort of out of the club? Is it? Well, I don't even know how you get a ride there.
It's top 10, isn't it? I think on paper from previous
Is it?
years. And then it's an invite. There's a couple of wild guesses, and what's that other competition where it's like 2 people who get on the podium then get an automatic proving ground. So there's a proving ground, so whoever wins that gets an automatic invite.
I think it's largely invite though. I mean, G was going to do it a while back, wasn't it? G was going to, and Dan was going to be building. I was very excited to have another British build crew. But I think if you've previously done really well, like G and like Brent, then I think you can get.
Is that right?
I think so.
Well, okay, we're going to take time for one more question because there was a really cute kid with his hand up over there and I thought he was going to ask it, but then this guy asked it, so...
Was, how many bike years have you got?
How many years do you have on your bike?
I'm back down to 8. No, I'm not. Back down. How many gears? I don't even know. I don't even know. I haven't got a clue how many gears I got on my bike. I'm sorry, I'm out of this one.
One down, 4 up, isn't it? 12 on mine.
I've got 12 on most of mine, then 1 on my jump bike.
Thank you. All right, and on that note, we're going to wrap it up. I'm not really sure we had any message, any storyline, stretch to call it a talk, but we've drawn a great crowd. I think this talk has had the most smiles, the most laughs. So the takeaway from this is that, like, Gravity mountain biking is fun. Thank you guys.
Thanks for coming,
Thank you, Rob.
everyone. Thanks for everyone.
And then just quickly, if people want to come in and find you, where are you going to be for the autographs?
Or you always stand?
I always stand, yeah.
There you
I
go.
always stand at this.
Yeah.
Look hard enough, you'll find it.
Brilliant. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Well done, Anna.
Thanks, Anna. Well done. How'd that go? Any good? Quality. Just watch it. If you have enjoyed this video, it'd be great if you give it a thumbs up. Be sick if you subscribe. Till next time, see you in a bit.